Afternoon, everyone. I hope you're finding some time today to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. But if you have time to tune in now, I'm going to be reading a short story called Courage. And this was one of my favorite books to read to my classes when I was a classroom teacher. So I'm really excited to share this with you today. Now, this book is going to give you many ideas on ways that you could show courage, or maybe ways that you've already shown courage. So, at the end of listening, if you want to write a comment about how you were courageous or showed bravery, I would love to read them. So, Courage by Bernard Weber. There are many kinds of courage. Awesome kinds, and everyday kinds. I can remember being on that high dive and trying to build up enough courage to jump off. It never looked so high when you were standing on the ground, but when you got up there, it was awfully high. Still, courage is courage, whatever kind. Courage is riding your bicycle for the first time without training wheels. And I know some of you have shared that while you have been home, you have taken off those training wheels and have rode your bike for the first time. Courage is a spelling bee and your word superciliousness. Courage is having two candy bars and saving one for later, which can be very, very hard to do. Courage is mealtime and desperately hoping it's not chunky chunks in real gravy again. Courage is nobody better pick on your little brother or little sister. Courage is it's your job to check out the night noises in the house. That can be very scary. Courage is being the new kid on the block and saying flat out, "Hi, my name is Wayne. What's yours?" Courage is tasting the vegetable before making the face. Courage is not peeking at the last pages of your whodunit book to find out who did it. Courage is being the first to make up after an argument or saying sorry first. Courage is deliberately stepping on the sidewalk cracks. Courage is the juicy secret you promise never to tell. And courage is the bottom of the ninth, tie score, 2 outs, bases loaded, and your turn to bat. Courage is being sudsed and scrubbed by strangers. And if you take a peek, you can see the dog right in there. Courage is breaking bad habits. Courage is suddenly remembering a silly joke and trying not to giggle when everyone else is being especially serious. Courage is arriving much too early for a birthday party. Courage is sending a Valentine to someone you secretly admire and signing your name. Courage is admiring all the beautiful flowers, which will be coming up very soon, but not plucking them. And courage is going to bed without Courage is deciding to have your hair cut. Courage is trying to cover up your mean, jealous side when they're holding that cat. The dog wants some love too. Courage is a scenic car trip and being stuck in the middle during the best part. Courage is explaining the rip in your brand new pants. We know that happens a lot in the springtime because we're outside playing and running around, and sometimes we do fall down and get those holes in the knees of our pants. Oh boy. Courage is going on it again. Courage is if you knew where there were some mountains, you would definitely climb them. Courage is exploring heights and depths. Courage is a blade of grass breaking through the icy snow. Courage is starting over. Oh, when someone destroys your sandcastle. Courage is holding on to your dream. That's the most important courage. Courage is being a firefighter or a police officer. Courage is sometimes having to say goodbye. Courage is what we can give to each other. So, boys and girls, I encourage you to be courageous because that is when you get to find out how special you really are and all the great things you can do. So, if you want to comment below about a way that you thought you were particularly courageous or brave, I would love to read them. Have a wonderful afternoon. Try and get outside and keep working really hard on your schoolwork. I am so proud of all of you. Have a great afternoon.